5 legendary cryptids that might actually be real. 1. Bigfoot, the elusive ape of North America. Towering over other cryptids in both stature and renown is Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch. This massive bipedal hominid is said to inhabit the vast, remote forests of North America, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. Descriptions consistently paint a picture of a creature standing between 7 and 10 feet tall, covered in thick, dark hair with powerful muscles and an ape-like facial structure. The legend of Bigfoot is not a modern invention. For centuries, Native American tribes have passed down stories of a wild man of the woods. The name Sasquatch itself is derived from the Salish word Saskets, which means hairy man. These tales often describe a creature that is shy and reclusive, but also immensely powerful and deserving of respect. The modern fascination with Bigfoot exploded in the 1950s with the discovery of giant, human-like footprints in Bluff Creek, California. This event and the subsequent coining of the term Bigfoot launched a cultural phenomenon. The most famous and fiercely debated piece of evidence is the Patterson-Gimlin film from 1967. This short, grainy footage appears to show a large, hairy female creature striding purposefully across a clearing. While skeptics have long cried hoax, many primate experts and forensic analysts have argued that the creature's gait and musculature would be incredibly difficult for a human in a suit to replicate. Beyond footprints and film, the evidence for Bigfoot's existence includes numerous eyewitness accounts from credible individuals, including law enforcement officers and experienced outdoorsmen. There are also recordings of strange, guttural vocalizations that don't match any known animal, and samples of hair and scat that have yielded ambiguous DNA results. While some scientific studies have attributed these samples to known animals like bears or humans, others have identified anomalous DNA sequences that defy easy explanation. The sheer size and remoteness of North America's wilderness make it plausible that a small population of large, intelligent primates could remain hidden from modern science.
Number 2. The Loch Ness Monster, Scotland's deepest mystery. Submerged in the cold, murky depths of Scotland's Loch Ness lurks a legend that has captivated the world for generations: Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Described as a large, long-necked creature with humps on its back, the monster has been the subject of countless sightings, photographs, and scientific investigations. Tales of a strange beast in Loch Ness date back to the 6th century, with the biography of St. Columba mentioning his encounter with a water beast that he banished with the sign of the cross. However, the modern legend truly began in 1933 when a new road was built alongside the loch, offering a clearer view of the water's surface. A flurry of sightings followed, and in 1934, the now infamous surgeon's photograph was published, appearing to show the head and neck of a plesiosaur-like creature. Although this photo was later revealed to be a hoax, the legend had already taken firm root. So, what could be lurking in the deep? One of the most popular theories is that Nessie is a surviving plesiosaur, a marine reptile from the age of dinosaurs that somehow avoided extinction. While this is a tantalizing idea, the cold, nutrient-poor waters of Loch Ness would make it a challenging environment for a large, air-breathing reptile to survive. Other theories propose that Nessie could be a giant eel, a sturgeon, or even a species of long-necked seal that is unknown to science. Despite the hoaxes, there have been some intriguing pieces of evidence. In the 1970s, a team of researchers from the Academy of Applied Science conducted a sonar expedition that produced several compelling readings of large, moving objects in the loch. The most famous of these is the flipper photo, which, when enhanced, appears to show a diamond-shaped appendage. In 2018, a scientific study of the DNA present in the loch's waters found an abundance of eel DNA, leading the researchers to speculate that giant eels could be responsible for some of the sightings. While not definitive proof of a monster, it suggests that there may be creatures in the loch that are larger than currently believed. The mystery of what lies beneath the surface of Loch Ness continues to endure. 3. The Chupacabra, the goat-sucker of the Americas. From the deserts of the American Southwest to the lush forests of Puerto Rico, tales of a terrifying creature with a thirst for the vital fluids of livestock have struck fear into the hearts of rural communities. This creature is the Chupacabra, which translates to goat-sucker in Spanish. The legend of the Chupacabra is a relatively recent one, with the first reported sightings emerging in Puerto Rico in the mid-1990s. The original descriptions were of a bipedal creature, about 3 to 4 feet tall, with large glowing red eyes, powerful hind legs, and a row of sharp spines running down its back. These creatures were blamed for a series of bizarre livestock deaths, where animals, particularly goats, were found with puncture wounds on their necks and their bodies seemingly drained of a red, viscous fluid. As the legend spread, a second type of chupacabra began to be reported, primarily in Texas and the southwestern United States. This version is described as a hairless, dog-like creature with leathery skin, a pronounced spinal ridge, and long, menacing fangs. Several carcasses of these creatures have been found, and DNA analysis has typically identified them as coyotes or dogs suffering from severe cases of mange, a skin disease that can cause hair loss and skin discoloration. However, the mange theory doesn't fully explain all aspects of the chupacabra phenomenon. The original bipedal creature with spines has never been captured or its remains found. Furthermore, the reports of livestock being drained of their vital fluids are particularly perplexing. While predators will often attack the neck of their prey, the idea of them neatly draining the body is not a known animal behavior. Some have speculated that the draining is simply the result of natural decomposition processes, while others believe it points to a creature with a unique and terrifying method of feeding. Whether a misidentified canid with a skin disease or a truly unknown bipedal predator, the chupacabra continues to be a chilling and enigmatic figure in modern folklore.
4. The Mothman, the winged harbinger of doom. In the town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a chilling legend was born in the mid-1960s. It was the legend of the Mothman, a winged humanoid creature with glowing red eyes that was said to be a harbinger of disaster. The sightings began in November 1966. Two young couples were driving near an abandoned TNT plant when they saw a large winged creature standing on the side of the road. They described it as being about 7 feet tall, with a wingspan of 10 feet and large, hypnotic, glowing red eyes. As they sped away, the creature reportedly took to the air and pursued their car, keeping pace even as they reached speeds of over 100 miles per hour. Over the next year, dozens of other people in the Point Pleasant area reported seeing a similar creature. It was often spotted near the TNT plant, an area that had been used for munitions manufacturing during World War II. The sightings were often accompanied by other strange phenomena, such as reports of UFOs, strange lights in the sky, and visits from mysterious men in black. The Mothman legend took a tragic turn on December 15, 1967, when the Silver Bridge, which connected Point Pleasant to Ohio, collapsed during rush hour traffic, killing 46 people. In the aftermath of the disaster, many people connected the Mothman sightings to the bridge collapse, believing that the creature had been trying to warn them of the impending doom. Author John Keel further popularized this idea in his 1975 book, The Mothman Prophecies, which was later adapted into a major motion picture. Skeptics have offered more mundane explanations for the Mothman sightings. Some believe that the creature was actually a large bird, such as a sandhill crane or a great horned owl, that was misidentified in the dark. The glowing red eyes could have been the result of retroreflection from the car's headlights. However, for the residents of Point Pleasant and the many who have studied the case, the Mothman remains a terrifying and mysterious figure, a winged specter forever linked to a tragic event in American history.
5. The Jersey Devil, the demonic beast of the Pine Barrens. For over 250 years, the dense, sprawling forests of the New Jersey Pine Barrens have been said to be the home of a truly demonic creature, the Jersey Devil. With a description that sounds like something out of a nightmare, the Jersey Devil is one of America's oldest and most enduring legends. The most popular origin story of the Jersey Devil dates back to 1735. A woman named Mother Leeds, who already had 12 children, discovered she was pregnant with her 13th. In a fit of frustration, she cursed the unborn child, exclaiming that she wanted the devil to take it. The child was born on a stormy night, and it was a monstrous creature with the head of a horse, the wings of a bat, cloven hoofs, and a forked tail. It is said to have let out a blood-curdling scream before flying up the chimney and disappearing into the Pine Barrens. Over the centuries, thousands of people have claimed to have encountered the Jersey Devil. The creature is often described as being able to move with incredible speed and letting out a terrifying high-pitched shriek. In 1909, a week-long wave of sightings across the Delaware Valley caused widespread panic. Schools closed, and people were afraid to leave their homes at night. Numerous hoofprints were found in the snow, on rooftops, and in places that would be impossible for a normal animal to reach. Scientific explanations for the Jersey Devil sightings range from misidentified animals like sandhill cranes or owls to the possibility of a rare, unknown species that has managed to survive in the isolated Pine Barrens. The historical context of the legend is also significant. The story of Mother Leeds and her demonic child may have been a way for early settlers to demonize a local woman who was involved in pagan rituals or had unorthodox beliefs. Despite the lack of a body or any definitive proof, the legend of the Jersey Devil continues to thrive. It has become an integral part of New Jersey's culture and a chilling reminder that even in one of the most densely populated states, there are still dark and mysterious places where ancient terrors may still lurk. The next time you find yourself in the shadowy forests of the Pine Barrens, listen closely for a strange shriek on the wind. You may not be alone.